Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda and this is Tawanda's Blessed Life. For today's video, I have 3 really quick and easy budget-friendly DIYs for you all today. I will be using a lot of items that I already had at my home, and I will just be repurposing those items to create these DIYs. And I only really purchased 2 things, I believe, the card, and I purchased a frame that was actually purchased for a different DIY. Today's video is a part of a playlist, Mother's Day gift ideas on a budget playlist, and I will go into more details about the host and the co-host during the video. For this DIY, I have my glue stick, I have my scissors, some of the blue packing paper. I have this card that came from Dollar Tree. I believe it was $1 or it was 50 cents. I went ahead and cut it in half. And then I'm going to use this frame from Dollar Tree that I used for my Easter DIY, and I'm just going to make this double-sided. So I'm going to start off by taking my glue stick and adhering my blue packing paper to the backing. And then once I have that done, I will go ahead and just cut off the edges. And then I'm going to take the Mother's Day card, and I am going to attach the card to the backing, and then I'm going to place it back in the frame. And that is going to be it for this DIY. Really easy and simple. I love the way that it turned out, and it's extremely budget friendly. If you had to purchase this outright without having any other supplies at home, it would probably cost you around, the frame was $125, the card, I believe the card was $1 or it was 50 cents. We'll just say $1, so we'll just say $2.25. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for this DIY. Really easy and simple, and I love the way that it turned out, so you have to let me know what you think. And we are moving right along to our next DIY. So I have my Mod Podge. I have a candle from Bath and Body Works. And then I have the rest of that card. So what I'm going to do is take the wrapper off of the candle. And then once I have that done, I'm going to start working on my card. So originally I was going to make a candle, but then I just decided that I have all of these candles that I usually get for Christmas or for my birthday. I actually don't burn the candles. So I had a lot of them. I donated quite a bit of them, but I did keep a couple just for DIYs. So I decided I was going to go ahead and use my little scissors here. They have different designs on them, and I'm going to just cut out the wording from the inside of the card, and I'm going to attach it to my candle to create a Mother's Day candle with my Mod Podge. So after I went ahead and cut everything out, I'm going to take a cup with some water in it and a paper towel, and I'm going to wet the back of the card to go ahead and thin out the paper. So once I have that done, I'm going to add my Mod Podge and attach my wording to my candle to create my Mother's Day candle. And I love the way that this turned out. Really easy to create this. And so here I'm just using that water to loosen up or thin out the paper on the back of the card so that it will adhere better to my candle. I did go a little bit overboard in that one section. I put a little bit too much water, but nonetheless, I still love the way that it turned out. And then I went ahead and just attached it with the Mod Podge. And once it dried, I went ahead and gave it a second coat on top. And I was going to say also that if you want to create this DIY, you actually don't have the candle from Bath and Body Works. You can actually use a candle from the Dollar Tree or from Walmart, or you can also find some really decent price candles while out thrifting. Let's go ahead and talk about today's playlist. So today's playlist is the Mother's Day gift ideas on a budget playlist, and it's hosted by my sweet friends Melinda at the Crafty Doll, Donna at the CREOLE Crafter, and Joy at Joyful Designs. And I will have the links to the host and the co-host YouTube channels in my description box, along with the link to the playlist. Please go ahead and show my sweet friends some love by clicking on the link to continue watching the playlist. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you are already subscribed, thank you for continuing to support my channel. I really do appreciate it. Hi, my name is Tawanda, and this is Tawanda's Blessed Life. And on my channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. I also do sister lock updates and lifestyle updates. So if that is something that you are interested in, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to join my YouTube family. I would greatly appreciate it. And we are moving right along to our last and final DIY for today. So this DIY is going to be a little bit more sentimental. So here I have some recipes from my mother-in-law when we were going through her stuff after she passed away. I did take a couple of her recipes that she had of things that I thought my husband would like. So I have this frame that came from the thrift store. It was 50 cents. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I cleaned it before I started my DIYs. I'm going to go ahead and give it a coat of the midnight blue paint. And I didn't want to go too heavy with it because I did want to see a little bit of the wood grain. So I went ahead and did that first. And then once I did that, I went ahead and put it aside to let it dry. And then I started to work on my recipes. So originally I was going to use the one recipe, but then I decided I would use so I decided I was going to use the banana bread recipe and the apple fritter recipe because my husband does like apple fritters and I do like banana bread. And I figured that because I'm going to leave these out, these will be recipes that I will probably be trying and using. So I went ahead and just picked those two instead of the, I think it was like a peanut butter cross cookie recipe. So this is what my frame looks like after I let it dry. So I have my scrapbook paper here that came from Hobby Lobby. I've had that for some years now. And it was 59 cents. I believe it was 50% off or 40% off when I purchased it. And here I am going to use some of the double-sided tape from Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and add my scrapbook paper and then I'm going to add my recipes. And so this is the first recipe, and then these are the two recipes that I ended up deciding to use. The first recipe had a note on the back of it from my sister-in-law to my mother-in-law. And then the second recipe that I have here was from the church. It was offerings envelope from church from like I think it was 84. And so my husband just said that his mom, which is whatever she saw, if she was getting a recipe from somebody, she just picked whatever was in her, whatever she found first, that's what she wrote the recipe on. So, but yeah, so I went ahead and used the double-sided tape to tape the recipes onto my scrapbook paper. Now, originally I was going to make copies of these, but I just thought that it would be more sentimental for us to have the original recipes on the scrapbook paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just frame everything, and that is going to be it for this DIY. I absolutely love it. This was actually a really easy DIY, and this DIY will be really nice for someone who may have a favorite recipe from their mom or from their grandmother that you may want to pass down to them, or if you've lost a loved one and they have made some excellent recipes that you may want to have. This will be great to give to them also. So you have to let me know what you think about this DIY. That is it for today's video. I would like to thank you for spending part of your Wednesday with me. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And please go ahead and click on the link to continue watching all of the Lovely Crafters videos on the playlist. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I will see you on Sunday. Goodbye.